The injury to Dungy, it's tough to see him go down like that, and how difficult is it for you to come in a situation like that?
Right, I mean, I'm not really sure what happened. I saw him take a hit. You know, he went down, and, you know, coach told me to get warmed up, went in. You know, just tried to do my job and get the offense started.
Offense really seemed to struggle today. Why is that?
You know, the defense played really well. You know, you got to give them their props. You know, just a bunch of little things. We just need to put things together and just get a drive going and help the defense out.
Babers was talking about that. He didn't really feel like the young guys handled the big stage very well. Do you agree?
For the most part, I agree with that. You know, not only the young guys, some of the old guys. You know, it's just sometimes the spotlight. You know, some people freeze a little bit, but we'll be better going forward.
Can that be a stepping stone, something that you learn from?
For sure, always.
Did their defense better than you guys?
No, we didn't take them lightly at all. I just think they were well coached and they just played a well game.
What was it like? I mean, it seemed like almost every play you were under a rush. What was their rush like?
I mean, the same thing we anticipated, you know, going in all week. You know, they just started to heat it up towards the end, but, you know, we should have answers for it, and we will moving forward.
Some people look at this and say that, you know, Syracuse didn't play well. How much of it, though, was Notre Dame did play well? I mean, how much do you have to give credit to what happened on the other side?
Right, for sure. I mean, you got to give them credit, you know. We definitely did not take them lightly, as for them being the number 3 team in the country. They just played an overall, like, all-around well game, and they just outplayed us today.
Dino said that what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. You know, I guess your thoughts on, you know, having to live through this, but how it might make you better going, you know, not just you personally, but the team going forward from here.
Right, for sure. I mean, as far as being on the big stage, you know, playing against a ranked opponent, that's nothing new to us. You know, as far as like Clemson last year, stuff like that. But I mean, as far as using this game as motivation for next week, you know, we can't let this one affect us this whole week of practice moving forward.
Tommy, you may make your first collegiate start next week, depending on Eric's injury. How might that change your approach to being a starting quarterback?
There's no approach that I would take differently. You know, I always prepare like I'm the starter, and I hope everything's going on well with Eric.
You obviously, coach said after the Clemson loss, you want to turn one loss into 2, and really the same thing applies this week, especially there's a lot on the line next week, bowls and things like that. So how do you approach this? Maybe what lessons do you learn from those 2 losses in a row earlier in the season that you can apply this time? For
sure. I mean, it's just the same thing. You know, staying positive throughout the week, I think, is going to be the biggest thing. Because, you know, a lot of guys might try to close it down, as you see from other teams. You know, people don't want to play in the bowl, this, that, the other thing. You know, but, I mean, the biggest thing for me, I think, is to keep everybody positive and keep everybody upbeat, because this is the last game of the regular season.
If you take out Clemson, I was curious how big of a step up playing Notre Dame is than maybe some of the other opponents you guys have seen this year.
You know, I don't think it makes a difference. You know, every week we go into it like a faceless opponent, no matter who it is, whether it's a lesser team or a bigger team. I guess you could say, you know, we're going to go out and play the best game we can.
Do you feel like things snowballed today? Like it was like one bad bounce, like, you know, the pass to Taj Harris, it's right there, and he bobbles it, and the kid makes a great play and runs it back the other way, and it just seemed like there was some bad breaks that you guys had. Did you feel like it snowballed and things kind of got out of control?
I mean, I don't try to look at it like that. I just try to think about control what you can control. So just do your job and just keep everybody together for the most part, because you don't want anybody to turn on each other at that point, because then everything just goes down the hill. But, you know, just control what you can control and just move on to the next play.
All right, with that being said, you just came from the locker room. Are guys sticking together? I mean, what's the mindset, I guess, in the locker room right now?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, some guys are definitely down, but, you know, that's what the rest of the guys on the team are there for, to pick everybody up and make sure everybody's good going into next week.